All right, guys, let's go. Hey, all right, let's go get some striker gear. We are here at Striker's new facility, 75,000 square feet of some of the best outdoor clothing you can imagine. I'm excited to see it, so why don't you come with me? Let's check it out. So this is Striker's new facility. We've got Megan, who's working at the front desk today. We're lucky enough actually to kind of have free reign of the building because the Bassmaster Classic is going on and most of the staff is in Knoxville, Tennessee right now. So I want to show you around. So when you enter the new facility, you've got their big showroom area where you can see all of the Striker clothing. We're going to walk you through it all. I'm going to point out a bunch of my favorite items so that you guys can check them out for yourself, whether it's on their website or your local retailers. Okay, so some of our favorite things. We still in Wisconsin are very much in the winter months. You know, it is March, but we've got a bunch of snow on the ground. We'll probably still get more snow. So Striker is very good at producing cold weather gear. You know, you can see here we've got a bunch of different selection of hats, some of my favorite stuff. They came out with these new wool gloves. They're cut off fingerless wool gloves. These are a must for all open water fishermen that like fishing during cold temperatures. You can hold the reel just fine. You can cast really well. The palms of them have a really nice like leather material. Not sure if it is actually leather, but it does allow you to hold the reel very well, which is kind of the biggest thing with me. But they stay warm when they get wet, which is huge. We've got a bunch of hats throughout, hats for the kids, hats for the ladies, all kinds of cool stuff. Tons of sweatshirts. As you guys know, if you watch my videos on a regular basis, I love my hooded sweatshirts, otherwise known as a Wisconsin t-shirt in my opinion. So let's come on a little bit further. We'll start on this side. So we've got all kinds of good UPF clothing as well as our rain gear clothing. I want to show you some of my favorites. So these are the Guardian hoodie shirts. We've got both women's as well as men's. You guys have seen me wear these on a regular basis. They are by far the most comfortable sun protective clothing shirt I've ever worn, and they've thought of everything. So you've got tons of venting throughout the shirt that allows very good breezes. They're extremely comfortable, good fitting shirts. And I want to point out a couple of things here. You've got a vented area for your mouth so that you can talk and breathe through it without like fogging up your glasses. It's got a gaiter that you can connect and disconnect with snaps on the inside. The hoods on them are very relaxed fitting hoods that have a bunch of space throughout the hood, so they're not tight, but they do have a little bit of like an elastic stretch around the edge, so it fits good around the hat that you're wearing. Extremely comfortable. One of my favorites as well, it's got the built-in thumb holes so that you can protect the backs of your hands. They're just an extremely comfortable sun protective shirt where it has every feature you can imagine built in. That's probably my favorite warm weather shirt I've ever worn anywhere. And they've got it now in all the different women's colors. They've got it in a bunch of different like camouflage colors, all kinds of cool just overall shirts. And then you move into some of the other sun protective gear. If you want something maybe that doesn't have the built-in hoodie or the gaiter, you can see we've got all different versions of it to go around, and it's all got the cool wave material built in. Next up, we've got my favorite pair of shorts going. This is the tournament short by Striker again. They've thought of everything. It's got the elastic band on it, so for some of you that may have a little bit of a belly like myself, and you maybe had a big lunch on the water, you stopped at a bar, got a pizza or something, you want that little extra room, these are the best fitting shorts I know of. They're still UPF, so they're sun protective. They've got really good airflow, as you can see, like in the crotch region. You've got some good airflow. They've got built-in plier holders, a bunch of different pockets, just an extremely comfortable short that is also stylish. So if you want to wear these out to the restaurant for a nice dinner date, you can do that as well. As my wife Sarah knows, they're pretty much in the summertime the only shorts that I wear. So let's keep bopping around. We've got a bunch of different rain suit variations. This is probably the best one out there in my opinion, bar none. This is the Insulated Denali jacket. And the thing that's so cool about this is it's one of the warmest rain suits out there, but it's got really high-end Primaloft in it. So it's extremely light. Most of the time when you're talking about cold weather rain gear, it's really heavy. And after a long day on the water, your shoulders start feeling it. And it's stressful to wear. The Insulated Denali suit is unbelievably light, and it has all of the features that you could want in a high-end rain jacket and rain suit. But that's not the only one they have. It's not just the Insulated Denali. If you're looking for something where you're not necessarily looking to be fishing in cold temperatures, so you want to stay cool in your rain gear, then you can look at something like the Adrenaline suit. This is one you guys see me wear all the time on the water. I think it's not only extremely stylish, but it has the same functions in it that you'd get, say, in that Insulated Denali suit. Good waterproof pockets in the front, a lot of breathability, extremely waterproof, just an overall good jacket at a very good price point. Comes in a bunch of the different strike transition and strike colors. Again, this is just another suit. These are pretty much the two suits that I generally wear on the water. If I'm fishing in warm conditions, go with the Adrenaline. If it's cooler out and I want to stay warm, I go with the Insulated Denali suit. We've got, and then they make it all in kids stuff too. We've got the kids Predator jacket here. This is a nice, whoa, Hank, oh, get out of here. We're talking about this. So this is the Predator jacket, the youth size. So this is made also for ice fishing. So it's got the floating material in it. So if you are out ice fishing or you're on the water and they happen to fall in, you don't have to worry about them drowning. You can pull them in. He's working today for Striker. He just stays here as a mannequin. And that comes in all different colors as well. Again, if you want the strike color, you can get that too. The kids love them. It keeps them warm for those cold Wisconsin days. Another one of my favorites right here is the Renegade Pullover. This is new from Striker. It's basically an outdoors hoodie is how it was what I would call it. It's waterproof, it's warm, so it's something you wear out maybe on a cool morning or if you've got a rainy day, but you don't necessarily want to be wearing a full set of bibs. It's just one of my favorite things. You know, they've got here the zipper that pulls up high. You can close the front around your face. So for example, I was wearing this at Clark's Hill. We had a rainy day and I'm running down the lake. I was able to cinch it all up around my face. I was able to run back at 70 miles an hour without a problem. Waterproof pockets in it, fleece lined pockets, just an extremely comfortable piece of clothing that I have in the boat. Again, a very stylish piece as well. There's a whole Renegade series that they produce. So this is the pullover, but then you've also got the Renegade jackets. This is the pullover. This is the women's Renegade, so they make a women's one as well. This is the zip up, same material, same style to it. Just a really comfortable piece of equipment for those days where you don't want to wear a full set of rain gear, but at the same time you want to stay warm and dry on the water. Highly recommend those pieces. If you're like me and you like hoodies, Striker has them all. They've got everything from your standard cotton hoodie to this Unreal Silk series like I'm wearing here. This is a kinetic. Come out in a couple of different colors. As you can see, I'm wearing one. This is the same one I've got. But then you've got like the Rage hoodies. You see me wear these on the YouTube channel as well. We've got the Fusions down low. All different hoodies. They're more of a sport material, I guess is what I'd say. They're extremely comfortable. They're fleeced, lined. They call it their Silk series. It's just a much more comfortable fitting material than your traditional cotton sweatshirts. But as you can see, this whole back wall is a bunch of different really good cold weather rain suits. Most of these are more geared towards ice fishing. As you can see, they come with the SureFloat system. As you can see, they float, so if you happen to fall in, you can hopefully get back out. We've got tons of high-end different choices of gloves and mittens to wear. Really, if you're talking about something where you're making long cold runs in the boat, they've got the right mittens slash gloves for you. I mean, I've got pretty much every pair of these, and I'll wear them based on the conditions. But if you're ice fishing, they got it for you. If you're open water fishing, they got it for you. And all of these suits really come in different features a little bit. I really like the climate suit, which is this one right here. I'm also a big fan of the Predator suit, which is these couple of different versions, multiple colors of each, but they're geared more towards the ice fisherman. So if you live up in the North Country here and you like to do some ice fishing, you probably already know about Striker, because in my opinion, they're the Cadillac of ice fishing suits. And if you happen to like their stuff for the ice fishing and you haven't tried open water yet, I highly suggest that you check out their warm water stuff as well as their rain gear, because in my opinion, they are the cream of the crop for open water as well. And one other thing I see over here that I want to point out is the boot that they make. You guys probably see me wear this too on the channel. They're waterproof boots. They're a neoprene fit, and anytime I'm fishing down by the river with the boys, I've got it on. Just a extremely comfortable boot that is something that you can wear around the house. You can wear it in the boat. You can wear it ice fishing. It's something that I find to be an extremely versatile boot, but I would highly recommend that as well. So I think right now we should go check out the warehouse. I want to show you guys the massive size of this place. We got lots of offices. I don't know what I can show and not show, so I'm not going in there. So this is the Striker warehouse. It is a massive building. You don't realize how big it is until you walk in here. When you're outside, you're like, it's a big building. But when you're inside and you see that they've got 4 stories of racking, it's pretty incredible. So as you can see, 4 stories of boxes filled of Striker gear. This side is more geared towards going to the retail stores, the big box stores, where they can fill direct from pallets. The other side over here is more for direct customer orders. So if you go to the website and you place an order, they can package it, ship it out. And if you're interested in any Striker gear, they've got pretty much everything in stock right now. They've got all of the winter gear still, as well as all the warm weather gear. So I highly recommend checking it out. StrikerBrands.com. That's where you want to go to get a hoodie like my Kinetic one. Maybe you want the Denali insulated rain suit. Maybe you're looking for a good deal on some older ice fishing gear, because they're probably going to have pretty good sales going on. So check them out, guys. They are one of my favorite brands that I've ever worked with. Great people, located in Hudson, Wisconsin. We're actually here spending a weekend with the family to check out Striker, but also to check out Hudson, Wisconsin, Stillwater, Minnesota. Very nice community. So if you happen to be in the area, swing by Striker. They'll be glad to give you a tour. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And right now, I'm gonna go jump on that forklift, because everyone's at the Bassmaster Classic and I can drive around the warehouse, which I never would be able to do.